Hey, what's up, everyone? Dan Waymura here from PushPress. Just wanted to quickly go over how easy it is to apply for an EIDL loan. This is all part of our CARES Act playbook for gyms and fitness studios. If you're not part of that, head on over to pushpress.com and register to be part of that. We're dropping all the information we can in terms of how to leverage the CARES Act to help your gym. Another thing you can do is join our Facebook group, Gym Survival Guide. Same thing. We're basically dropping all the information that we can in the Gym Survival Guide and in this playbook to help take care of you guys in this time of need. So again, before you check this out, make sure you run over to Facebook and join the Gym Survival Guide and or register for our CARES Act playbook to get all the stuff as it comes. All right, check it out. We actually here at PushPress just went through the application process for applying for this economic injury disaster loan. We kind of did it as we were, well, one, because we wanted to apply for the business itself, but two, because I wanted to see what it was like going through the process, and I found it was stupid easy to get an application in. So I'm going to record a video right now showing you guys how easy it is to apply for this loan. Now, this doesn't mean you're going to get the loan. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through a bunch of hoops later on. So we do recommend you still get all your documentation together and all that stuff. But the way the loan is kind of written is, if you qualify, you can qualify for up to a $10,000 emergency cash advance, which, again, if you're approved, that cash advance will be immediately forgiven. So it's basically a $10,000 grant as per the way that I'm reading it. I do recommend you guys do your own research and you check it out too. But I think, as with anything else in the situation, it's going to be kind of a land grab situation, and you're going to want to get your application in ASAP. So I'm going to kind of speed release this video to everyone who's who's registered to be part of this CARES Act playbook. So you guys can all get your applications in before we break this news or someone else breaks this news soon. I think this just went live yesterday. So it's relatively new. So in the playbook, I have an application link. I will include this in the email I'm going to send with this video. So you can go right to it, and you'll see it takes you to a COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan application. Okay. Now, when they say this is streamlined, they're not kidding. I think we applied for PushPress in under 5 minutes, and we have 3 partners, so your situation might be easier. So we're going to walk through right now and kind of explain everything. So question 1, this is determining if you're eligible for this plan, and probably option 1 is going to be every single gym out there. I hope you don't have more than 500 employees. So if you're a business with not more than 500 employees, you don't need to go much farther than that one. You can go to the next, okay? Review and check all the following. Now, all these are obviously going to be particular to you, so I can't answer these for you, but generally speaking, if you're an upstanding citizen and you haven't done anything crazy and you're not involved in any crazy businesses, all these will apply. And in this case, checking the box is good. So we're not engaged in any illegal activity. We don't have 50% or greater ownership or interest in delinquent child support obligations, clear of that. We're not a farm. We don't do live sex acts. I don't even know why that's there. We don't derive more than a third of our revenue from gambling. We're not lobbying anybody, and we're not a member of Congress or a government. Continue. 1 page done. Okay, 2nd page. So this is just going to be your business information. So I'm just going to make up some fake information. So sample gym, trade name is probably going to be the same. Sample gym. So the EIN you've got, or your SSN. So if you're a sole proprietor, you put your SSN. If you're a tax-paying business entity, you'll put your EIN. So I'll just put a fake EIN here. Organization type, so you're gonna pick that. So we'll just put, for my case here, I'll put LLC. Is this a nonprofit? No. Is this a franchise? No. Gross revenues for the 12 months prior to the date of disaster. So that's gonna be 12 months before, so January 31st to January 31st, not necessarily the fiscal year. So put that, whatever that is for your gym, put 250,000. Cost of goods sold for the 12 months prior. If you want to be like nitpicky about this, that would be, you would take any like waters you sell or any type of products you sell and include those in the cost of goods sold. For most gyms, it's probably not going to be a ton of money. Let's put 25,000. I don't honestly even know how this stuff applies to their calculations in determining your loan amount. From the questionnaires you'll see, I think they only can go off these 2 numbers to figure out how much they're going to loan you or give you. Rental properties, lost rent due to disaster, 0. Actually, these are optional, so you can probably just skip them all because they don't apply to you. So rental property stuff, 0. Nonprofit cost of operation, well, you're not a nonprofit probably, so that's 0. Combined operating expenses, and I almost filled this out, and then I saw for all secular social services provided by the faith-based entity. So skip that. Skip this one too, faith-based entity. I don't know why that's there. Compensation for other sources received as a result of this disaster. I don't know about you. I haven't gotten any other compensation from any other sources. If you have, fill that out here. I'm 0. And if you have got those, put that description there. Primary address. Fill in your address. It would be Alameda 4529. I got a dog who wants to go down here. Okay. 4559. Business phone, whatever. That was my old home phone number when I was a child. Business fax, whatever this is. So again, these are all optional. Just leave it. Your business email, I would put in like if you have a generic email, so it might be like info@yourgym.com. Date business is established. Try to make this the actual date that you, if you filed like a corporation LLC or something, the actual correct date. That their ownership since for most of these can be the same. If you acquire the company off someone else, these two dates might differ. So enter those correctly. Business activity for you would be they're always hard to tell. It could be personal, health services, I'm guessing. Personal services or health services. I'll actually look this up after the video and decide which one's the right one. Oh yeah, health services, and then you're going to be a health club monthly membership, I'm guessing. Number of employees, so again, trying to enter the right information, 5. Boom, done with the second page, on the third page. So now it's going to ask about your owners. We're going to assume you're only a single owner, so we're going to go owner number 1, your mobile number, your title, probably be owner, ownership percent 100, email you@yourgym.com, SSN, your social security, birth date, my birthday, so you all can send me gifts for this, place of birth, you a U.S. citizen, yes or no? I don't even think this matters if you answer no, honestly, but I am. Residential street address, 500 Main Street, Los Angeles, California. Okay, boom. Oh, I forgot to answer one more question. I did this last time. Is your business owned by a business equity or entity? Sorry, no, for the most part. If for whatever reason you formed an LLC or something personally that owns the company, your gym, then that would be a yes. Next, okay, we're almost done. Additional information. In the past year, has the business or listed owner been convicted of a criminal offense committed in connection with a riot or civil disorder? I hope that's a no for you. Is the applicant or any listed owner currently suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal service or receiving loans or grants? Again, I hope that's a no. And then the last one, basically, have you been convicted of any criminal offense recently? I, again, hope that's a no. Okay. Here you can leave blank if you're filling this out yourself. This is asking you to fill in information if someone is doing this for you, whether for free or for fee. That blue area you can skip. And this is the big box you want to check if you want to be included in this $10,000 emergency cash distribution. Boom, check that. Where to send your funds, you're going to enter your bank number, your account number, and your routing number here. Okay. Fine print. So basically what's happening here is they're going to run this as a loan and they're going to see how much you can qualify for. What I've read in the EIDL paperwork so far is if you don't qualify, you're still going to get up to $10,000 in advance cash. What I've also read, and I'll put links to explain this stuff, is regardless if you qualify or don't, if you do get this cash, there's probably a disqualification for the process for this. Like you can't say, hey, I have a business with no employees and I make $5 a year. They're not going to give you money. But if you do qualify for this emergency cash, it is going to be forgiven apparently it's looking like either way. And this loan is not part of the PPP process per se, so you can apply for this one, get approved for this one, still apply for the Payroll Protection Plan loan, and what you'll end up doing is rolling whatever you get from this into that loan. Now, the only thing weird about this is you're actually applying for a loan here, like you're putting your application in for a loan here without really knowing what the loan's going to be. Again, this is all so new and nobody really knows. I think what's going to happen is you're going to fill this out. They're going to run your numbers, look at your business, probably pull your credit based on your social security and some other stuff, and be like, okay, we can offer this guy $50,000 on a loan. They'll send that back to you asking for more documentation, and you might say like, I don't really want 50,000, but I'll take 15, which would include the 10 up front, right? I don't think as a gym you want to take a ton of money as a loan that you're going to have to pay back if you can't afford it. If you can afford it and you can use that loan for something to grow the business, hey, that's great too, right? Your choice. But I do think you want to talk to your accountant and really put the numbers to paper and figure out if this is something you want to do, like double down, borrow more money, or take the minimums that you can to try and get through the situation. Either way, the option's yours, and that's kind of the great thing. So there it is. If I would have clicked next at this point and filled in this information, I would be applied. I would have an application in that's in consideration for receiving emergency loans. And from everything I've read, again, and again, I'll put links in this email that I'm gonna send with this. But from everything I've read, once this goes through and you qualify for whatever it is, up to $10,000 emergency cash, it'll hit your bank within 3 days. So it's basically a wire and it's coming. So pretty cool stuff. I do think this is first come, first served basis again. I applied 2 hours ago, and I just checked with someone else who applied right now, and I think about 30,000 applications have gone through in those 2 hour windows. If they're using sequential numbering, at least, if they're using like checksum numbering, which is some nerdy stuff, but all you need to know is that number is probably 3,000, not 30,000. So either 3,000 applications have gone through or 30,000 in the last 2 hours. It is now 9:30 p.m. on Monday night, March 30th. All right, guys, get to it. Get this application in as fast as you can, and we'll see where it goes from there. Again, this application doesn't mean anything. You can always turn it down, so it doesn't hurt to apply, and you can always say no later on. It doesn't bind you to taking any loans. Hey guys, really quick. I just had someone else report back to me with their application, and it looks like the numbering is completely different between applications. So I don't know the sequencing that they're using, and I'm going to retract what I said about 30,000 or 3,000 applications going through. They're not using a normal sequenced counting system, so I can't be sure.